Wish is Disney's 62nd animated feature, a relatively unceremonious number that makes me feel that if the timeline had been different and this film came out pre-Frozen or Encanto, it would have been judged very differently. But as it so happens, it's also Disney's centennial film, releasing 100 years since the company's start. It sadly struggles to carry this weight on its beautiful shoulders. And it is beautiful. The mix of modern 3D with a 2D style on top and behind it is not new. Movies such as Klaus, Into the Spider-Verse, and the most recent Puss in Boots have had tremendous success mixing the mediums. Whereas in the past Disney has been a trendsetter in animation, here it borrows from other studios and refines it. The character animation is incredible, the magic effects are stylized yet fluid, and the painterly backdrops hark back to the silver age of Disney flawlessly. The main characters are all relatively well-rounded. Ariana DeBose as Asha is likeable and realistic without leaning too heavily into the recent trope of goofy female lead that Frozen's Anna and Encanto's Mirabel can get stuck in. Chris Pine enjoys a turn chewing up the digital scenery as Magnifico, a role that makes me want to see him as a villain in live action, and Alan Tudyk continues to fight Josh Gad for the title of modern Disney sidekick King as Valentino, a criminally underused character who is both literally and figuratively the GOAT of the movie. They are all let down by a narrative that struggles with its own internal logic and an incredibly bloated supporting cast. I really hope we are past this gaggle of inclusive friends trend. Look, this one's really shy, this one walks with a stick. Don't get me wrong, I love to see inclusion in my movies, especially those aimed at kids, but I hope in the future we can move away from the crude implementation of a pile of box-ticking pals for the hero to rouse through song. Talking of which, the songs are a huge letdown, skirting the egotistical bap semi-rap of Lin-Manuel Miranda's Moana and Encanto, and the saccharine Broadway Schultz of Lopez and Anderson Lopez's Frozen, but failing to lean into either of them hard enough to make an impression. Not a single song here is anywhere close to having the staying power of Let It Go or We Don't Talk About Bruno. Even now, only an hour after viewing, I would struggle to sing you a note. Its saving grace, at least in this Disney adult's opinion, is the admittedly crude nods, references, and Easter eggs for fans of the House of Mouse. This movie is entrenched in its studio's history perhaps more than any other. With just a cursory think back, I am reminded of multiple references to Fantasia, Snow White, Frozen, Bambi, Peter Pan, Mary Poppins, Pinocchio, Mulan, Robin Hood, Beauty and the Beast, and numerous hidden Mickeys. I'm sure a second watch will reveal many more I missed, and I'm sure our feeds will be inundated with listicles by the end of the week. Some will say it's shoehorned fan service, but for this well-serviced fan, it helped raise this fairly bland movie into something that will at least get a Disney Plus rewatch or two. My wish is that I'm around to see their 150th year movie, and it's something a little more fulfilling.